All right, hello, welcome everybody. That's right, another Peter Draws video in which I am, unsurprisingly, going to be doing some drawing as per usual. Bristol paper, rotating isographs, and just going at it. Near the end of the drawing, you might notice that there are going to be some familiar forms, a few things that look a little bit more like other things. Some slightly less abstract shapes that I kind of tacked on to the doodle, which was that's usually how it happens. About 2/3 or 3/4 of the way through, I kind of get it like a little urge to take the lump of clay that I've made and then add arms and legs to it or something. So who knows why that keeps happening, but it does. I don't try to fight it too much. Anyways, a little update on me. Can we have a show of hands for how many people went back to school recently this week? Yeah, I feel like it's about that time of year. For some reason, I had it in my head that when I was growing up, everyone went back to school in like September or something. But maybe that was just in books I read or something. I think really for most of my life I did go back to school in August. I don't know. Maybe at some point in my life I felt like the summers started getting a lot shorter. I don't know if that was just a perception thing or an actual thing that you could measure on the calendar. But I will say I completed my first week of school just now. That's right, I've re-enrolled in college. And this is something I hinted at in a previous video, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, so about 8 years ago, I dropped out of college. I was going to UNC Charlotte. It's a state school. And I was really only going to college because I felt like I should. I graduated from high school, and then they just kind of usher everyone off away to college to say, this is what you do now. Now you go to college, this, that. It's just like they just kind of lay out a series of steps and events, and everyone just kind of hippity hopscotches through them all, whether you really thought it through thought through it or not. And I was just like, okay, now I'm going to college, I guess. And I was like doing like pre-engineering stuff. Like, I was doing engineering, but I was at I had gone as far as I could without actually declaring a major. Like, my advisor was calling me every day, like, you have to declare a major now. I was like, I can't choose. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know why I'm here. So one day I just stopped going to school and I never went back again. I was very depressed and lost and aimless and despondent. And it was a long couple of years. But then after that, I've had some other really good years, right? And I feel like I've really gotten my feet underneath me, and I'm really thankful. This is, I have to put out a really huge, big honker of a thank you to all of you, right? My fans, my viewers. You're all supporting me in an incredible way here. It's only because of all of you watching my videos. I'm pretty much going back to college now and paying for it with YouTube ad revenue, right? That's pretty crazy. I don't have to go into debt or anything to go back to college. Thankfully, I'm going to UNC Greensboro, another state school, so it's not very expensive, thankfully, compared to or as much as it could be. It's like, I guess I'll tell you, it's like $3,500 a semester. There's lots of schools that are way more than that. But yeah, so thank you all for hanging out, watching my videos. And I'm doing a program called Interior Architecture. And it's kind of weird. I guess in the back of my mind, I kind of do this where I kind of turn things over in my head for a while, subconsciously kind of toying with them. And then at some point, to me, it kind of feels impulsive when I suddenly do it. I think I should do it now, and then I do it, and it all happens so fast. But I think really it's not that impulsive because, I might have been really thinking about it for years. But there was a week when I thought, hey, I should go back to school. So then I went to the advising office, and then I went online and I filled out an application, and I got accepted. And it all happened in a span of a week that I applied and got accepted, and it all just happened really fast, right? And that scared me a little bit, just because it all happened so fast. It felt like such a huge life step, right? But then I was also very excited about it because it's just exciting. I'm way more ready and excited for it now than I ever have been in the past. Like when I went to school before, I had no passion for it. And now I do. So that's awesome. And if I ever want to not go to school, I think I'm confident enough that I can at least finish out the semester so I don't waste my money on getting Fs. And then I can just come back to it later, pick up where I left off. It seems to work fine. Yeah. I mean, I don't think I will, but one thing I have noticed in myself is that I do change my mind sometimes, right? And that's okay to do. You don't have to lock yourself in and overcommit yourself to the way I feel right now is how I'm gonna feel for the next 1,000 years or whatever. I don't really know why I'm saying this right now, but maybe I'm just trying to go easy on myself, I guess. But anyways, no, what I want to say is I'm doing interior architecture, which can go a lot of different directions, whether you want to design furniture, or I think maybe whether you want to become like an interior decorator, or become, you can either go, if I wanted to, I could go get it like a master's degree in architecture, become like an actual architect, or a lot of people I think maybe take this and go, how like it's pretty popular these days to take old rundown buildings, like old warehouses and turn them into new retro, renovated fancy buildings that, people like those that exposed rafters and brick and air ducts look with their fancy shiny stuff, down in the floor, whether it's, like a dentist or a gym or a coffee shop or something. They like that kind of gutted look at the moment. But, I guess it's kind of about sustainability too, reusing old buildings instead of knocking them down and building new ones, or maybe it's cheaper. I don't know. I'm guessing I'll learn a bunch of that stuff. But also, I'm going to try to keep y'all in the loop too. Like I've already started on my first design project, which is pretty simple and weird. Of course, I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm also recording a lot of it as I go. I have take a little camera on a tripod and I sit there at my desk in the studio and I record it. Some people look at me funny. That's fine. I don't care. But I'm just so I'll try to make some of my projects into YouTube videos. That way I can pay for my tuition that way also with ad revenue, and share some of the process with y'all also, which could be interesting. Yeah, so I'm excited about the whole thing. So there's a little update on me. You can watch me draw here, and yeah, all right. So cool, fun, sweet. All right, see y'all later. All right, bye.